Beloved anointed ones, stop scrolling immediately. Do not move past this video. I am not asking. I am warning you. God intercepted your feed today because you are standing at the exact threshold of a permanent timeline shift. If you leave before the end, you will forfeit the exact prophetic instruction that guarantees the breakthrough you have been crying out for. Someone who treated you as replaceable is currently experiencing a full-blown internal system crash, and it is a public, irreversible collapse. You know exactly who I am talking about. They walked around with absolute arrogance. They constructed a completely false narrative about you. They whispered vicious lies to absolutely anyone who would listen. They expected your departure to break you, but instead, you became the uncertainty they were never built to handle. Buckle in, because what you are about to hear is not just commentary. It is a specific, undeniable blueprint of the meltdown happening behind closed doors right now. But before we expose their ruin, we must address your body. You have been feeling it all week. That heavy, suffocating feeling in your chest. The nights you wake up at 3 in the morning with your jaw tight and your heart racing, their face flashes in your mind out of nowhere. Listen to me very carefully right now. That is not anxiety. You are not going crazy. That physical weight you feel is your highly advanced spirit detecting the absolute panic of your enemies. They just realize they permanently lost access to you. They are starving for your energy, and the spiritual backlash is hitting your physical body. Stop wondering why they act like nothing happened. Stop waiting in wound for an apology that will never come. The world told you it was just stress. They told you to just let it go and move on. But they do not understand the burden of being a chosen one. You were not carrying normal stress. You were carrying the toxic frequency of a master manipulator. For years you operated as their human battery. You poured your pure light into a black hole. You thought you could heal them with your unconditional love. You absorbed their chaos. You regulated their nervous system while yours completely shattered. And when they drained you dry, they discarded you like you meant nothing. They paraded around like they won. They made you look like the crazy one to all the flying monkeys. And you sat in silence. You swallowed the massive injustice. You felt the physical burning in your throat every single time their name came up. You cried yourself to sleep, asking heaven why the wicked get to prosper. Why do the liars get to smile while the pure of heart are left bleeding in the dark? It felt like a cruel joke. It felt like you were completely abandoned, but heaven was never blind to your tears. Your isolation was not a punishment. It was a divine incubation season. The universe had to pull you away. You are the cycle breaker. You are the mirror they could never look into. When they looked at you, they did not see an enemy. They saw every single ugly truth about their own rotted soul reflecting back at them. That is why they had to destroy your reputation. Your pure existence was a constant reminder. They did not attack you because you were weak. They attacked you because you carry a blinding light. You are the irreplaceable diamond they threw away to play with cheap rocks, and deep down, they have always known it. Even when you were completely broken, you carried a gravity they could never replicate. Look at you now. Look at how you survived the fire. They expected the betrayals and the isolation to carve deep, heavy wrinkles into your face. They expected to drain the absolute life out of your eyes. But time was supposed to age you, and yet here you are making time itself look like a fool. You did not just survive their storm, you stepped out of it glowing. But the physical exhaustion you feel right now is the final residue of their dark frequency. You are carrying a somatic weight that does not belong to you anymore. You have been waiting in the dark for a massive shift. You are totally drained. You have been waiting for the universe to step in and balance the scales. You have been holding your breath, hoping that one day the truth would finally be brought into the light. That day is today. Heaven is taking the pen out of their hands. The narrative is shifting right now. The truth cannot be hidden anymore. Type 777 in the comments right now to physically claim this incoming miracle and lock in your frequency. because the very people they used to gossip with are starting to wake up. The illusion is breaking, and the heavy burden you are carrying in your chest is about to be lifted permanently. The justice you thought would never come is already in motion. You do not need to lift a single finger to defend yourself. They dug a grave for your reputation, but they are the ones falling into it. Stay perfectly still and watch how the divine alignment fights your exact battle today. Now, let us go deeper, because what you are feeling right now is absolutely not new. The world wants you to believe that your deep exhaustion is just a normal phase of life. But there is nothing normal about what you have endured. You have been fighting heavy spiritual battles in complete silence. You thought nobody noticed your silent tears. You thought nobody saw how you held your integrity when they lied on your name. But someone deeply powerful has been quietly watching you. Heaven was not looking at your highlight reel. Heaven was watching your resilience in the dark. The universe witnessed every single time you chose peace over bitter revenge. Your restraint was never weakness. Your silence was a lethal weapon. That single act of choosing your dignity over your revenge signed their eviction notice. It handed the verdict to a court they can never appeal. Let me completely reframe your reality right now. You did not lose. You were not the anomaly in someone else's healthy life. You were the ultimate mirror. The reaction got this loud because you got closer to this person's dark truth than anyone before you had. They did not discard you because you were not enough. They discarded you because you were entirely too much. Your pure frequency was a blinding light that exposed the rotting core they desperately tried to hide from the world. They operated like a parasite. They latched onto your empathy because they have no organic light of their own, and when you finally walked away, you cut their oxygen supply. You starved their demons with your silence. That is exactly why they are malfunctioning publicly right now. But we must talk about the aftermath of this war. You won the spiritual battle, but you are still sitting in the ruins. Your energy is completely depleted. Your finances might feel stagnant despite how hard you work. You feel a heavy fog in your brain that simply will not lift. You watch other people succeed effortlessly while you struggle for every single inch of progress. You know deep down you carry a much higher potential than you are currently expressing. So why does your reality feel so blocked? Why does the abundance feel like it is sitting just outside your door but refusing to come in? Here is the raw, uncomfortable truth they never told you. It is not a lack of faith. It is not a lack of discipline. It is definitely not your destiny to stay broke and tired. The reason the universe responds to certain people and not others is tied to a specific frequency. It is a brainwave. Scientists have a name for it. They call it the gamma state. And it is the exact divine frequency your brain was running naturally when you were a young child. Think back to when you were young, back when brilliant ideas came to you easily, when learning new things felt completely effortless, when you somehow just knew things before they even happened. When the world felt like it was entirely on your side, that was your gamma frequency. That was the raw power of a chosen one operating in full alignment. Then, adulthood arrived. The matrix went to work on you. The relentless stress of survival mode hijacked your nervous system. The school system trained you to conform instead of create. And then, the narcissist entered your life. Their emotional abuse and constant manipulation acted as a heavy blanket. Every single year, this sacred frequency was suppressed. It was pushed deeper and deeper below the surface, until the version of you with lightning, intuition, went completely silent. The version of you with the kind of luck that makes other people whisper was locked away. Most people will live their entire lives without ever knowing this happened to them. But you are not most people. You are the remnant. The gap between you and the people who seem effortlessly blessed is not a character flaw. It is a suppressed frequency waiting to be switched back on. The dark elite know this. The Matrix engineered this exhaustion specifically to keep you trapped in survival mode. They want your gamma brainwave to stay completely dormant. Because a chosen one, operating in survival mode, is easy to control, but a chosen one operating in gamma is completely unstoppable. Read that again in your spirit. The enemy tried to permanently disconnect you from your divine inheritance. They thought the trauma would silence your genius forever, but their entire manipulation completely miscalculated. They underestimated the resilience of your bloodline. You are the cycle breaker heaven has been waiting for, and the timeline of your life is shifting in the next 24 hours. The frequency mismatch between you and your enemies is about to become a massive canyon. They are drowning in their own chaos while you are being prepared for a massive shift. The enemy constructed a massive lie to cover their dark tracks. They told everyone you were the problem to hide their own extreme dysfunction. You walked away and gave them exactly what they asked for. And this is where the dynamic fundamentally shifts, because the spiritual cost of their bitter betrayal is compounding every single day. They expected you to beg for closure. They wanted you to fight back so they could call you crazy. But you gave them absolutely nothing. Your pure silence became a devastating mirror, and it is perfectly reflecting their deepest insecurities back at their fragile ego. They cannot stand the deafening quiet of your permanent absence. They are frantically searching for a replacement. But your specific depth is utterly unreplicable. They are trying to drain new victims. The stolen energy just does not taste the same. They are completely starving. Their fake mask is slipping in front of the very people they tried to impress. The flying monkeys who helped them smear your name are starting to notice the giant cracks in their fabricated reality. The narcissist is losing control of the narrative. They are malfunctioning because they never expected you to heal this incredibly fast. You were supposed to stay permanently broken. The dark matrix engineered your daily life to keep your spiritual frequency completely suppressed and trapped in fear. But you are rapidly waking up. Before we go any further, I must interrupt this transmission. I have to tell you something highly classified. The people who profit from your exhaustion do not want you to know this truth. Neuroscientists working quietly away from the headlines have discovered exactly how to bring your dormant brainwave back. They found a brilliant way to bypass years of meditation that most chosen ones simply cannot sustain in modern life. You do not need clinical biofeedback machines. You do not need to spend $7,000. The solution is far simpler and perfectly aligned with your divine design. A leaked document backed by 4 neuroscience labs revealed a specific sound frequency, and it is specifically engineered to guide your brainwave patterns back to the genius state you were born with. Princeton University studied this exact brainwave. Columbia University found that when this frequency is reactivated, it actually influences the people around you. A dedicated team of researchers compressed an entire gamma activation protocol into a simple 7-minute audio track. You just put on your headphones and listen. And it begins working the very first time you use it. The dark elite never wanted you to find the exact mechanism I am showing you. They are terrified. They are actively trying to scrub this leaked document from the internet as we speak. Click the specific link in the pinned comment below right now, because you must activate your divine frequency before your authentic access is permanently revoked by the Matrix. Now, I need you to imagine this exact scenario clearly. While your frequency is rapidly rising, they are sinking into the thick mud. Picture them sitting in a crowded room. They are surrounded by people who are finally seeing their true toxic colors. Underneath all of their loud noise, the specific gravity of their extreme regret is hitting them all at once. They thought they were punishing you with their silence. They thought the silent treatment would make you desperately compliant, but the universe stepped in and used their exact weapon against them. Their own toxic silence became the very isolation cell that is driving them completely mad today. Watch what happens next. It is mathematically precise. Every lie they told about you is turning to ash in their mouth. The universe is orchestrating a public revelation of their true character. You do not have to explain your side of the story to anyone. The divine alignment is doing all the heavy lifting for you, and you just need to sit back while observing the massive storm they created for themselves. They are literally drowning in the severe consequences of their own actions. The panic is setting in because they finally realize you are never coming back. They lost the absolute best thing that ever happened to them. And the brutal realization is tearing them apart from the inside out while you remain completely unbothered. Your permanent absence is the ultimate, undeniable closure. They are checking your social media from fake accounts. They are constantly asking about you through mutual friends while pretending they do not care at all. It is a pathetic display of a rapidly crumbling ego. Heaven is making sure they watch you step into your untouched power, and your ageless glow is the absolute best revenge you could ever serve them. They wanted you buried deep in the dirt, but instead they became the shovel that dug up your greatest treasure. You are rising, they are violently falling. The scales of cosmic justice are balancing right in front of your eyes, and the universe is making a public spectacle out of the very person who tried to destroy your beautiful name. The universe is pulling back the curtain on their entire manipulation today. You spent years wondering if they would ever face the consequences of their vicious actions. You watched them walk away completely unscathed. But the divine timing is absolutely perfect, because the universe was simply gathering a massive audience for their spectacular downfall. They built a massive house of cards, using your stolen energy and their endless lies, and now they have to live in it while the wind is violently picking up. They thought your quiet silence meant you were weak, but your silence was actually the heavy storm clouds gathering right above their head. You gave them enough rope, and they tangled themselves in it entirely. But here is the turning point, where everything finally exploded. I want you to picture the exact moment the cosmic scales violently tipped. They are standing in a room full of the exact people they tried to turn against you. They are trying to spin another lie to maintain their fake victim narrative, but this time, nobody is buying the terrible performance. The flying monkeys who used to nod along are now staring at them in pure disgust. The mask does not just slip off their face today. It completely shatters into a million pieces on the floor for everyone to witness. And they cannot put it back together. They are stuttering and sweating while trying to desperately backtrack their own twisted stories. This is the undeniable verdict we promised at the very beginning of this message. That public collapse you were waiting for is happening right in front of you. Every single person in that room suddenly realizes you were telling the raw truth the entire time. They see the narcissist for the empty, rotting shell they truly are, and the energy in the room completely shifts. They are drowning in the very storm they created specifically for you. The lies they threw at your name have boomeranged straight back into their own chest. And the absolute best part is that you did not have to say a single word to defend yourself. Your complete absence is suffocating them. You became a silent ghost, and it is haunting their every single waking moment. They look around the room, frantically searching for a lifeline. They are hoping someone will jump in and save them from the severe embarrassment, but they burned every single bridge when they decided to betray a chosen one. Heaven has isolated them completely. They are experiencing a public, irreversible meltdown, and their fragile reputation will never recover from this dark day. This is the exact punishment they earned when they played with a pure diamond. They threw away the only genuine soul who ever truly cared about their well-being. Every time your name comes up now, it hits them with the agonizing weight of their massive mistake. They try to smile and act unbothered, but their eyes give away the extreme terror living inside their hollow chest. They are trapped in a prison of their own making, and heaven locked the door from the outside. You are standing safely on the other side of the glass, watching the divine justice unfold. You do not feel pity for them anymore, because you only feel a deep, powerful vindication radiating through your entire body. The spiritual scales are permanently balanced in your massive favor today. Your restraint was the most lethal weapon you could have ever deployed. By refusing to play their toxic game, you forced them to play against the universe itself. And nobody wins a battle against the divine alignment. They are choking on the exact poison they tried to force-feed you. The generational cycle is completely broken, and you are standing victorious on the mountaintop. The heavy chain they wrapped around your neck has completely dissolved into thin air. You are totally free from their dark matrix programming. You are stepping into an untouched power that makes you absolutely invincible to their desperate attacks. Their false reality has finally shattered, and you are glowing with a divine, ageless light they can never dim or steal again. They will spend the rest of their miserable life comparing every new person to you. They will try to find your pure empathy in the shallow puddles of the new people they meet, but they will fail every single time. Because you are the irreplaceable anomaly they were incredibly blessed to encounter, and they threw away that massive blessing just to play immature, manipulative games. Heaven is making them painfully aware of what they permanently lost. They have to watch you ascend to heights they cannot even comprehend. They are stuck in the dirt watching you soar through the clouds. And the most devastating realization for them is that they cannot even reach out to apologize. Your sacred boundaries are a massive fortress they can never penetrate again. They are completely locked out of your beautiful reality forever. The storm is raging around them, and they have absolutely nowhere to hide. You are the bright sun that continues to shine brilliantly while their entire world crumbles into dust. Claim this ultimate victory right now, because the battle is officially over and heaven has declared you the undisputed winner today. You walked into this season bleeding from wounds inflicted by people blind to your true worth. But look at you now. You are no longer waiting in wound for an apology from a master manipulator. You have completely transcended their toxic matrix. While they are publicly unraveling in their own storm, you are stepping into your permanent, untouched, ageless glow. The heavy spiritual exhaustion you carried for years is finally shattering right here and right now. The closed doors are flying wide open. You survived the brutal fire. You carried their heavy burdens for far too long, but the universe has officially cut the cord. The parasite has been permanently detached from your pure energy source. You are entirely free. But there is a specific reason your massive breakthrough has been sitting at the door without coming in. It is not what the corrupt world told you. It is absolutely not a lack of faith. It is not a divine punishment. And it is certainly not your fault. It is a suppressed signal. It is a specific brainwave frequency that your mind was running effortlessly as a child. The gamma wave was systematically blocked by the exhausting life you were forced to live. Princeton University studied this exact brainwave. They found it is the literal key to an effortless flow state. Columbia University discovered that a strong gamma signal radiates outward. It actually begins to influence the people closest to you. Your family will feel your elevated energy. After years of deep private research, a dedicated team of neuroscientists compressed an entire gamma activation protocol into a simple track. It is exactly 7 minutes long. You do not need any forced meditation or complicated mantras. You simply close your eyes and put on a pair of headphones. You just let the sound wave do what the modern world spent decades undoing. It is called the Genius Song, and it is the exact key to your massive transformation. Over 18,000 chosen ones have already used it to completely unlock their finances. They healed their broken relationships and stepped into the powerful version of themselves they always knew existed. A nurse from California said her life now feels beautifully enchanted. A business owner from Texas said Gamma effortlessly figures out his hardest problems while he sleeps. A woman from Manhattan said the generational curse her family carried for decades is simply gone. The dark elite have paid thousands of dollars for clinical biofeedback sessions to access this exact state. They would strongly prefer this sacred tool remain hidden. They want it kept completely out of reach for chosen ones like you. But through this specific message alone, you can safely access it today for a fraction of its true value. The Matrix is terrified of you waking up. The enemy will try to whisper financial doubt into your logical left brain right now. He will tell you to hesitate and wait. Silence him immediately. That hesitation is the exact Matrix programming designed to keep you broke and trapped. If your spirit is vibrating with a cellular knowing right now, heaven demands your immediate action. Do not look for this track on standard streaming platforms. The copies circulating out there contain absolutely no real brain entrainment technology. They are diluted counterfeits designed to keep your gamma totally dormant. The only authentic, fully activated version of the Genius song is available through a secure portal. You can access it through the protected link in the description and the pinned comment below. And you are getting 4 powerful bonuses waiting for you right there when you take action today. You will receive an audio engineered specifically for your children to build supreme confidence. You also get the original prosperity book that the elite tried to hide from the public. You get a guided visualization from a top-rated creator. And you receive a printable blueprint of the 5 most important habits for creating your ideal future. Everything is waiting for you. The universe does not require you to take a single risk today. You are fully protected by an ironclad divine guarantee. If you do not feel the massive shift you deserve, your energetic exchange is completely returned to you without question. This is a sacred alignment governed by absolute trust and divine protection. God's provision never puts a chosen one in harm's way. Do not let the elite steal this beautiful frequency from your bloodline. The chosen one who hesitates at the threshold becomes the chosen one who wonders what could have been. Step through the open portal and claim your copy of the Genius song right now. Your gamma is desperately waiting to be reactivated. Your ultimate destiny is waiting to be unlocked. The door is standing wide open right in front of you. Walk through it right now. Click the specific link in the pinned comment below. Activate your true frequency before access is revoked forever. You are a demonstrated warrior of light. Step into your absolute power and receive the exact harvest heaven prepared for you.